Media, our handle now Crystal Garden Estate for any platform where you want from Pimpimo. If you want Tanana House, our numbers are 090 699 388 37, 090 699 388 37, or 080 365 842 14, 080 365 842 14. You fit also contact us for our website, will be www.crystalgardenestate.com. Land no dey wait for person, but na land dey save person.
It's registered. Crystal Garden Estate.
Waiting day, my people. This now your boy Rex of Pin Code. Now waiting be your Pin Code. You don't understand that right about now you're listening to Ifanyo Rakwe, aka the huge man, the biggest boy on radio, right here on Sapientia 95.3 FM. No touch that dial.
When trouble come your way, everybody run away. When money come your way, everybody busy body. Yeah, na me, 21 week, live and direct on Sapienza 95.3. Fanzo, now we did with huge man, okay, Balawa.
Give me forget. What be my color? Give me forget. Give me forget. So the radio Sapienza. The radio Sapienza. So give me forget. What be my color? Give me forget. So the radio Sapienza. Feel the magic in the air. We don't just man alive. Feel the joy in the air. The balance of man alive. As we want to.
Yes, I'm here. Oh, I'm here. Don't even know why I came today, honestly. Because what's the point? What's the point? After everything we said on the show yesterday, giving ourselves hope, seeing light at the end of a tunnel that the last time NEPA brought light there was the last time Jesus Christ was on earth. Honestly, I think it's time for us to start telling ourselves the truth. There's no football left in this country. Tata, there's no football left. We are no longer a footballing nation in Africa. Even globally. I remember when we ranked 5th. Some of you don't know. FIFA ranking. I think around 1994. 1995, after the US 94 competition, we ranked around 5th best country in the world. FIFA ranking, and I'm serious about it. You can look it up. But right now, football are finished in Nigeria. And I laugh when people say, let's come back home and pick home-based Eagles to represent us. They represented us in the last CHAN tournament, African Nations Championship. They played with their mates. Sudan, a country at war, beat them 4-0. So there's no football left. There's no football left. And what's the point? Because we won't be in the next World Cup. Simple. We will not be there in the next World Cup. That's 2026. The last World Cup we played in was 7 years ago. In 2018. Yeah. Russia 2018. We were there in Brazil 2014. Russia 2018. And that was the last. 7 years ago. The next World Cup will be aspiring to qualify for will be 2030, 5 years from now. Ask yourself how old you are. How old will you be in 2030? If you're, say, 75 years old, by 2030, you'll go 80. And you're chukuka or kadebe indo. At least you would have enjoyed this World Cup at 76 if you're 75, for instance. If you're 70, at least 71, you're enjoying this World Cup next year, 2026. You have to wait. If you're 70, you have to wait till you're around 76, 75 to see another World Cup. Kai! Well, let me first of all say good afternoon to everybody. I lost my voice yesterday when I was watching that nonsense game in Bloemfontein against South Africa. Good afternoon, Bikon and Aburono Mela. I'm supposed to celebrate all of you as usual. Thank you very much. God bless you for tuning in to listen to the show again. But the truth is that I don't know what I'll say on the show today. I don't know how today's show will be the worst. Please, let me apologize before we start. It will be the worst ever fan zone edition you have ever listened to. Because what's there to talk about? What's there to talk about? 5 years from now is the next World Cup we'll be aspiring to go to. The last one we went to, I remember we were in Group D with Argentina, Croatia that went ahead to play the finals. And then Iceland. We beat Iceland 2-0. Croatia beat us 2-0. Argentina will keep very close. Lionel Messi scored that first goal. I remember Chesugo Monyo Baya, the defender. I think it was Yobo. Remember, bro, Yobo. Forgotten the guy he dribbled from outside of the box, edge of the 18-yard box. He got the ball, trapped it with his knee, and then moved it immediately. Beat the defender and beat Enyama in his post. And then Ahmed Musa scored from the penalty spot, Obolo 1-1. It was supposed to end 1-1. And then on the 83rd minute thereabout, Marcus Rowe, from Manchester United, Marcus Rowe scored, broke our hearts, Margo. But at least we stood and we were counted. Although 2022, nothing. Now, yesterday against South Africa, a team we were supposed to beat and at least bank on the 3 points that will be deducted from them and the 3 goals that will be deducted from them because they played an ineligible player against Lesotho. Kaimama qualify. And yesterday, William Troost-Ekong decided to score an own goal. Even the goal we scored was handball. If there was VAR, that goal will not stand. Nigeria, giant of Africa, the most populous black nation in the world. Wow. We cannot get 11 people. See, if anybody tells me that in this when you check out Crystal Garden Estate, because I'm not in a very good mood this afternoon. Because let's celebrate our sponsors. We'll be right back. Hang in there. Don't touch your dial.
They don't tell us say money no they grow for trees. But they don't tell us say they grow for land. Now why Crystal Garden Estate will be the masters for land matter? Don't carry your own properties come your domot. Our plus size now correct 50 by 100. And we get them for Anambra, Enugu, Ebonyi, Asaba Delta State and Abuja. In case you want to use eyes do Christmas for yourself, our site inspection now free of charge. We know they charge anybody for site seeing. We go carry you go the land, make you checkmate them for yourself. Our office for Anambra now for 65 New Market Road on the chart, first floor, Kunga Building. Our office for Asaba, D4, Libisi Road, number 272, Nekoli Plaza. Our office for Enugu now for plot 536, Tesi Plaza, first floor, Abakaliki Expressway, MNA Enugu, opposite Immigration Office, Enugu State. If you want Pimpimos for social media, our handle now Crystal Garden Estate for any platform where you want from Pimpimos. If you want Tanana House, our numbers are 090 699 388 37, 090 699 388 37 or 080 365 842 14, 080 365 842 14. You fit also contact us for our website will be www.crystalgardenestate.com. Land no dey wait for person, but na land dey save person.
Alana no you know Kunuka is registered. Crystal Garden Estate.
Walk at the fresh, no good and no bad. It's a woman who is a man. It's a plus a fierce, it's a
Oh yes, Crystal Garden Estate. Thank you very much. God bless you. Real good. Ladies and gentlemen, I was talking about that nonsense we played yesterday against South Africa. Yes. If you tell me that we cannot get 11 players in this country, what am I talking about? If you tell me that, well, I don't know about ball, I'm not on the jam much. You know, because I know if you go to Enugu, for instance, you can pick 11 boys that will beat South Africa. Fair and square. In fact, let me not exaggerate. You can pick 11 boys. That if you invest 1/10 of what has been invested in the Super Eagles in the last 6 months, 1/10 into 11 boys you pick from Enugu, for instance, they will beat South Africa fair and square. Very, very true. We are blessed with footballers who nobody is giving opportunities because they don't know anybody who knows anybody who knows anybody of importance. That's the truth. And let me say this. You see, if we joke with our football, then you're joking with our mental health. What else is working really? What else? The economy? More than 40% of Nigerians, and I'm being prudent, are struggling to eat. Is it the health sector? So many local government areas I know do not even have one functional health center. Local government areas in Nigeria. Is it the education sector? As I speak to you, now strike. So many private schools now could their teachers less than 20,000 a month. Which sector? Is it infrastructure? Kekawa Road, so all the federal roads I know in southern Nigeria. I don't know about northern Nigeria. So what else? Joy. What else is supposed to give us joy? We don't have power. We don't have water. There's no pipe-borne water. I don't know about other states. Borehole, Kainang. You know, insecurity. Don't even go there. No, don't do that. Don't go there. That would be. So football is basically the one thing that gives us so much joy. I'm telling you, I do a lot of programs on radio. But you see, fan zone. Fan zone is like a religion, honestly. And the fan base, the community, they know. If you're not part of us, you don't understand. People have fought because of football. People have made enemies because of. People have made friends because of football. But we do it with football that don't concern us. Manchester United, Arsenal, Chelsea. But it is what it is. If you go to my phone contact, 70% of contacts saved there. You see CHE, Chelsea, Onyewa, UTD, Man United, UTD, Onyewa. That's how I save names because most of my friends are football fans. And it is like that with so many people. We don't joke with this football. And then even this Nigerian football that most of us are trying to disconnect from, you know, people are psychologically disconnecting because you don't want high BP. We don't want, you know, somebody to break our heart. The truth is that when the chips are down, the Super Eagles is still the first before your Chelsea or your Manchester United, whether you like it or not. In the last Nations Cup, in the semi-finals, remember how many people we lost in the semi-finals? People who were watching football and passed away. War. Nigerians, have you all forgotten? Including a politician. We lost around, I think, 4 or 5 Nigerians against South Africa, semi-finals, Nations Cup, before we played Cote d'Ivoire in the finals. Have we all forgotten? Imagine what this guy. And to politicians and public office holders, I want to tell you something. we have failed Nigerians in so many sectors of the Nigerian economy. But you see this football, please know, in case you don't know, that this is the only thing that truly unites us as Nigerians. This is the only thing that truly. In any other thing, we're divided across tribal lines, religious lines, now all those nonsense stories. But you see, football. Football is the only sport or the only thing I know in Nigeria where maybe an Hausa man is the goalkeeper, a Fulani Idoma man is defenders, a Shekiri man is the defensive midfielder, passes the ball to a Yoruba man who knocks the ball to the wings to an Idoma man, to an Ikwere man, and then who crosses the ball for an Igbo man to score. And then the thief man, who is the coach, will hug everybody. But that's the truth. And we are joking with it. Well, yesterday on Fan Zone, I was really hopeful. Honestly, I believed we could win South Africa. And I'll tell you why. It is not because we have done well in this competition. It is because if you know the history of the Super Eagles, especially in recent memory, we always pick up speed during the decisive games in all our qualifiers. You understand what I'm talking about? We normally don't start well in most of our qualifiers. But then those 3 to 4 games to the end of the qualifiers, our players will pick up speed. They don't joke with it. That is when players step up and take the bull by the horn. That is when, no matter who the coach is, our players are giving more than 100% because they know what is at stake. Oh, they know. But then our Eagles, they were smiling. I saw them, alighting the plane at Bloemfontein, South Africa. They were smiling and taking pictures. How did I say photo? When the fate of 250 million Nigerians was hanging on their shoulders. I'm talking about Nigerians living in Nigeria. And millions of Nigerians living in the diaspora. On the Candiana Balaibo, no airport, no say photo. And then they are waiting for one man from Abidjan, Ivory Coast, that calls himself Eric Chelle, to give them instruction on what to do. Who is Eric Chelle? Where is he coming from? Can I be that coach? What's his CV? What are his antecedents? That's what the players are waiting for, to tell them what to do. In fact, let me tell you guys something. I think today's show will not really make sense to a lot of people because they're unhappy. I have to do it. My dodge. Asamoah Gyan said something. You know the Ghana guy, Asamoah Gyan. He said that he accused Victor Osimhen of faking an injury. That's Asamoah Gyan. I don't know. I'm just quoting Asamoah Gyan. Let me quote him. He said, I know these tricks. Remember, Victor Osimhen did a game against Rwanda and was ruled out for this game we played yesterday. Asamoah Gyan said, I'm quoting him now, he said, I know these tricks. Someone said to Osimhen, look, we spent a lot of money on you. The Champions League is coming next week. We don't like you going to Africa. But go there, play a bit, and then get injured and lie on the ground and act like it is serious. The next day, you will be in Turkey. That's what Asamoah Gyan said. I don't know. Why did he say so? Because he knows players do that. Did Victor Osimhen do that? I don't know. But at least you get the point. I'm talking about commitment. These guys, I think the fans, we are basically more committed than these are players. And it's painful. It's really very painful. But then, to the players, I really want to know where they are coming from. Alex Iwobi is 29 years old. He will be 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. He'll be 34 in the next World Cup in 20. That's after 2026. By 2030, he will be 34. So that basically means that he will not participate. Of course, it's over for him. By the time his contract in Fulham ends, he's 29. Where's he going to from here? Either the MLS or... Because you need to be in the World Cup. Show yourself, at least to see if you can get a better contract or continue to play top football in Europe. William Trostekong, in fact, before Luna, William Trostekong, Wilfred Ndidi. Wilfred Ndidi was born in December. In fact, this December, he will be 29 as well. He will be 29. So it means he will be 34 in the next World Cup. 34. You see, I don't know this. Well, maybe. William Trostekong is 32 already. So he's an ancestor. The guy that scored the own goal yesterday. Walk Abia State. So what? You're not going to the next World Cup. How is that cool? Ladies and gentlemen, that draw yesterday was painful. Oh yes, it was painful. And we must look inwards and ask ourselves questions. There's still a chance that Nigeria will qualify. There's still a chance. But our chance is less than 10%. We are 6 points behind South Africa. 3 points behind common, ordinary, simple Benin. That is, we are in the same group with Lesotho, a country with 2.3 million population. That's the population of Ifeni Menon and Main Market, Kita that you're listening to me. Just Main Market, Ochanja, and half of Obogu. That's the entire population of Lesotho. They came to Godswill Akpabio International Stadium and we could not beat them. Nigeria, all over completely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I don't even know what to say again. I'm lost for words. I would love to listen to you again today. Tell me what you think is wrong with Nigerian football. You went from there. Cristiano Ronaldo scored again. Oh yes, Cristiano Ronaldo scored again. And of course, that goal made him equal to Carlos Ruiz in World Cup qualifiers. He has equaled Carlos Ruiz's record. This Guatemala guy in the history of World Cup qualifiers. They are now on 39 apiece. He's 3 goals ahead of Lionel Messi right now when it comes to World Cup qualifiers. And he will score more. In fact, as soon as he found the net, that game was played in Budapest, Hungary, away from home. Bernardo Silva scored. João Cancelo scored. Ronaldo scored from the penalty spot in the 58th minute. That was his 141st international goal. As soon as he scored, my God, Ronaldo fans, those guys there, I salute you guys. They came and said, "Oh, huge man, remember to talk about Ronaldo again today on the show." And I was like, talk about him again for what? We talked about him on Monday when he hit 140. Every single goal he scores right now is him beating his own record. He's the highest goal scorer of any other footballer in the world for club and country. His total career goals. I've talked about that before. He's the highest goal scorer in men's international football. Better than any other footballer. So whenever he scores, the only competition where, of course, he's the highest goal scorer, but he cannot score again after his 140 goals is the UEFA Champions League. If he was still playing in Europe, if he scores again, he's a record breaker. Whose record is he breaking? His own record. So, Ozugozia, we cannot continue talking about the same man. Otaigo, Aina Koleaka, Sina Dele Cristiano Ronaldo. Thank you very much. Continue to score goals. He's now 57 goals away from hitting 1,000. If forget, so I can Shigike Oga Cristiano. Thank you very much.
1 o'clock.
Meanwhile, what else did I say I was going to talk about before? When he was on me, and I hear Super Eagles, Just tell you, oh yeah, Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland. I said I was going to talk about Erling Haaland. Oh yes. Ladies and gentlemen, a little more than a week ago, Erling Haaland scored against Brighton and Hove Albion. And in that game, he set a record for that's for the player with the highest goals in his first 100 games in the Premier League. Check your records again. In fact, that game against Brighton was his 88th goal in the Premier League alone in his first 100 games. No other person, alive or dead before him, scored that many in their first 100. Alan Shearer, Premier League's highest goal scorer of all time, scored 79 in his first 100. Ruud van Nistelrooy, when he came from PSV to Manchester United, scored 68 in his first 100. And all these guys were celebrated, though. If I for me, put their statue, Kafaso Nambia Nesekulu, Netokodo, Sergio Aguero in his first 100, 64. Andy Cole in his first 100, 63. Mohamed Salah in his first 100, 63. Fernando Torres, El Nino in his first 100, 63. This guy in his first 100 games in the Premier League, 88. Wow. No, get on to you. Now, yesterday. Yesterday, this guy scored 5 goals in one game for Moldova. As in for Norway against Moldova. In a World Cup qualifiers. When Nigerians are struggling to score 1 goal in Group C of the CAF FIFA World Cup qualifiers. Aina Yochineke, Kanya 1 goal. We played 1-1 against Zimbabwe. Obere abi cho go bread. Ibule go na wheelbarrow. Cause I go fame where you see bread maybe 5 or to 6 million Zimbabwean dollars. He get be na barrow. In fact, somebody joked na madu buego na barrow. Na jigo tifa na Zimbabwe. Ndori bia bupu di ego bulu di barrow. Because the wheelbarrow be worth more than ego Julie. That's the country of about 1-1. Benin Republic beat Nigeria. Benin Republic. Benin. In case you don't know, I ain't gonna Benin Republic Oko, I ain't Benin Republic Mili, I ain't Benin Republic Security. On Benin Republic. President in the Benin Republic that all to blues or can now president of Nigeria to go not from about 2-1. Benin Republic. Nah, some can rap here Nigeria. Erling Haaland, he scored 5 goals yesterday. 5 in one game. They beat Moldova 11-1. In fact, the one the Moldova scored was an own goal. Ostebad scored against Norway. So Abanya for 11 goals. But that is not where the problem matters. The problem matters in the fact that also Erling Haaland alone is on 48 goals in his last 45 games for his country, Norway. 48 in his last 45. I pray they go to the World Cup because he has never played any international competition with his country. Why? They let here down all the time for Norway. The last time Norway were in any competition was in year 2000, Euro 2000. They were also in France 98. That was the last time. I'm about the guy then. Right now, he's doing everything possible because he's playing for a Kriboto country in Abu Dhabi, a footballing country. He's the only one there and he's taking the bull by the horn. He's not listening to any coach. This is when you see leadership. You see, even Martin Odegaard, he gave 2 assists yesterday, scored 1 goal. You know, this guy is Jakafa. Now, their country to the World Cup. 250 million Nigerians are up with 11 ball. Because in the Crystal Garden Estate, when you were Equasquan, Canono, Macambono, buy no, but I say thank you to Crystal Garden Estate, Dalano. Oh, thank you very much. I'm completely, ladies and gentlemen. I was talking about Erling Haaland. Elena, and that's beside the Nigerian topic, because it would be nice if you tell me what we can do to turn things around when it comes to football in Nigeria. It would be nice. If you have any suggestions, please tell me. But if you don't want to talk about that, let's talk about strikers, right? Somebody like Erling Haaland, for instance. When he was in Borussia Dortmund, he scored 89 goals. Sorry, 86 goals in 89 games. 86 in 89. In the Premier League alone, 88 in 100. That's massive. In fact, the guy's goals is just very crazy. Right? And we've talked about it a lot of times. I'm even tired of talking about it. But I want to ask a question, to football heads listening to me. This guy is an out-and-out striker. That's talking about Erling Haaland. Complete out-and-out striker. Now, there are ball-playing strikers who also return numbers, but maybe not as much as these out-and-out strikers, right? Which one do you prefer? A striker in the mode of Erling Haaland or a striker in the mode of Harry Kane, for instance? Harry Kane is a ball-playing striker. Give me a minute, ladies and gentlemen. Kaikene Crystal Garden Estate, Northern Bar.
They don't tell us say money no dey grow for trees. But they don't tell us say they grow for land. Now why Crystal Garden Estate will be the masters for land matter? Don't carry the only properties come your domot. Our plus size now correct 50 by 100. And we get them for Anambra, Enugu, Ebonyi, Asaba Delta State and Abuja. In case you want to use eyes do Christmas for yourself, our site inspection now free of charge. We know they charge anybody for site seeing. We go carry you go the land, make you checkmate them for yourself. Our office for Anambra now for 65 New Market Road on the first floor, Kunga Building. Our office for Asaba, D4, Nebisi Road, number 272, Nekoli Plaza. Our office for Enugu, now for plot 536, Desi Plaza, first floor, Abakaliki Expressway, MNA Enugu, opposite Immigration Office, Enugu State. If you want Pimpimons for social media, our handle now, Crystal Garden Estate, for any platform where you want from Pimpimons. If you want Tanana House, our numbers are 090 699 388 37, 090 699 388 37 or 080-365-84214, 080-365-84214. You fit also contact us for our website will be www.crystalgardenestate.com. Land no dey wait for person, but na land dey save person.
Alana no you know Kunuka, it's registered. Crystal Garden Estate.
DSP music. 1 o'clock Angola, give me forget. 1 p.m. Angola, give me forget. Telegram Angola, give me forget. Fans of the radio Sapienza, it's not our it's not the radio Sapienza. Fans of the 1 o'clock Angola, give me forget. 1 p.m. Angola, give me forget. Telegram Angola, give me forget. Fans of the radio Sapienza, feel the magic in the eyes. We don't just man alive. Feel the joy in the eye. With the balance of man alive. As we want to,
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I was talking about forward players and I don't know, out-and-out strikers and ball-playing strikers. Let me put it that way. Someone like Erling Haaland, for instance, he's going to get goals. Whether you like it or not, he will score a lot of goals. In fact, even if his team is getting relegated, this guy will score goals. When he was at Red Bull Salzburg, he played only 27 games there. He scored 29 goals before he left. 86 and 89 for Borussia Dortmund. Manchester City, this guy is on 127 and 140. 127 and 140. That if you judge by 1 goal per game, it means that he has failed to score in only 13 games out of 140 for Man in all competitions. This season alone, he has scored 3 goals in 3 games. Yet his team is below Manchester United on the table. Man United is the yardstick for measuring Oquaistic level on the Premier League table. If you are above Manchester United, then You're okay. If you're below Manchester United, then I'll go completely. As I said to you, Man City are below Manchester United. Yeah, this guy has 3 goals in his last 3 games. He is a total prolific striker. But he is an out-and-out striker. Another prolific out-and-out striker to the core is Robert Lewandowski. I'm not saying these guys cannot tap the ball. They can tap the ball. But at least 95% of the times, they are in the 18-yard box. Robert Lewandowski in Borussia Dortmund scored 103 goals in 187 games. In fact, he scored 75 in 130 in the league alone. Then he went to Bayern Munich and was scoring goals as if goals meant nothing. The season, he didn't. There was no season in Bayern Munich. This guy finished with less than 40 goals in one season. Less than 40. He was scoring 45, 41, 40, 43. In his last season, he scored 50 in 46 games. 50 in 46. Altogether, Bayern Munich, he has 344 in 375 games. In Barcelona, where he has been very optimistic, many Barcelona fans have been complaining. Yet, altogether, in fact, last season, that was supposed to be his worst season. He scored 42 in 52 in all competitions for Barcelona. 101 in 149 altogether. He is a total prolific striker. Vitor Gyökeres, for instance, another very prolific striker. For Sporting Lisbon, 2 years back-to-back, 43 goals in 50 games. I know a team who Optazia last season, PR 54 in 52. In all competition, imagine playing 52 games and scoring 54 goals. That is, when Manchester United scored, how many goals? 55 goals, 50 goals. Come on, the entire Man United, in 38 games in the Premier League, 11 players, scored I think 50 something goals. Last season, got it 40 something. I've forgotten. Just of Vitor Gyökeres, 54 in 52. Now, these 3 guys are total out and out strikers. Now, there are some other guys who are not out and out strikers, who are ball playing strikers, and they are also returning numbers. For instance, Kylian Mbappe, for instance, he's not a total out and out. In fact, he was never even a striker before he came to Real Madrid. He was like a Mohamed Salah from the left-hand side. It was just that he came to Real Madrid, there was a Vinicius Junior that they couldn't move, and then he became their striker. But he's a ball-playing striker. Last season, he scored 44 in 59. He won the European Golden Boot. Vitor Gyökeres scored more, but then when you're playing in the lower league, your goals count for, I think, 1.5. Each goal is 1.5. But when you're playing in the Europe Top 5 League, each goal is 2 points. That's why he's 44 goals in 59 games in all competitions, beat Vitor Gyökeres last season for him to win the European Golden Boot. So I can't only battle ball in the past will cover what I'm talking about. Ruud van Nistelrooy, for instance. Ruud van Nistelrooy, a total out and out striker. You remember? But I remember that time they were calling him Onyenenye goal Elifo. Then when he came to Manchester United, he had a player about Onyenenye goal Elifo. Came in 2001. I was in the university that time. In his first season for Manchester United, he scored 36 goals in 49 games. The next season he scored 44 and 52. He left Manchester United with 151 goals in 219 games. Total out and out striker. There's another guy called Filippo Inzaghi. Total out and out striker. Gabriel Batistuta. Total out and out striker. But in their time, there was a Thierry Henry who was a ball-playing striker. A Samuel Eto'o, ball-playing striker. Even the Didier Drogba. Nicolas Anelka, total out and out striker. Didier Drogba, ball-playing striker. Wayne Rooney, ball-playing striker. Sergio Aguero, ball-playing striker. Luis Suarez, ball-playing striker. I want to ask you, right? The reason I I talked about these out and out strikers more is because I don't want to sway the argument to one. Personally, I prefer ball playing strikers because I'm a neutral, like 90% of the times. When I'm watching football, I'm a total neutral. I don't have any horse in the race. So I want to watch good football. I don't want somebody standing in somebody's 18-yard box so that you score 5 goals in the World Cup qualifiers against Moldova. That's not easy. If Nigeria plays against Moldova, we will struggle to score 1 goal. After all, Lesotho is worse than Moldova. So it's not easy. But which one do you prefer? As a football fan, a total out and out striker, goal poacher, or a ball playing striker? Somebody who can come to the midfield. I know when Kedafa walked Imo State, Mikel Arteta. When Mikel Arteta signed Kai and then Kai Havertz, what he had in mind was a ball playing striker. Because Mikel Arteta, since he came to Arsenal, has never really liked out and out strikers. The 2 he had, in fact, the 3 he had, he threw them away. Including the guy that won him his only title in 5 years in Arsenal, talking about Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. He was the one that scored in the semi-finals against Manchester semi-final. Man City, but Chelsea in the final. In fact, he scored in the semi-final and final in the FA Cup in 2020. The only competition family go. But he showed him and threw him away. Alexander Lacazette that was playing, he threw him away. Even Edin Ketia, he threw him away. When he bought Kai Bensoka, Kai Havertz, he wanted that, ball playing, strike playing. When I play you as a number 9, you still come to the midfield, join the play, orchestrate the play in the midfield, then go forward if you can get a goal or maybe lay a pass, But Kai Havertz, he also brought in Gabriel Jesus for the same reason. These are not strikers. They are ball playing, attacking players. Imago, Abaya, you offer him numbers in the midfield, or near numerical advantage. When the ball is in the midfield, the person joins it. When he's in the attack, Imago. But it didn't work. Fans were Chaboko. He now ran to Portugal and brought in Vitor Gyökeres. But I'm still asking the question. Who do you prefer? A ball playing striker or a total goal poacher? A Rashidi Yekini, Pam. Rashidi Yekini, Kere Nigerian bar attackable, a ball playing. Julius Agahowa, aka Julius Afofowa. He was a ball playing about the Julius Afofowa. Kenkaba Premier League. One of the Africans with the highest goals in the Premier League. Oh, he's from Yoruba. Somebody should remind me his name. He played for Middlesbrough. Yakubu Ayebeni. Yakubu, yes, Yakubu Ayebeni. Ball playing striker. Yes, I know Yakini will score more goals any day, anytime. Who do you prefer? And Erling Haaland will have more goals than Sergio Aguero. In fact, in his first 100, he has already beaten Sergio Aguero by far. But if they put the 2 of them, who will you pick? For me, I'll pick a Sergio Aguero. But don't go with me. Go with your own choice. So that's what we're doing this afternoon. In addition to nonsense Nigeria by yesterday, because that rubbish Aiba against South Africa. If you want to talk about it, you're welcome to do so. Why do you think we performed this poorly in this qualifiers? Because why do you think Nigeria performed this poorly? What do you think we can do to get back to enjoying Super Eagles play football? I've said this a lot of times. Some Kiribati Mwaka don't know this. There was a time when we were all crazy about the Super Eagles. First, somebody told me, he called the show a few days ago, I think on Monday. He said that's the apostle from Newi. He said that in Nations Cup 2000, when we beat South Africa 2-0 in that semi-finals, Nafaju Okusi Newi, na Gabo Nicha to celebrate. Falu Obosi, Gafe, Ndo Obosi, Siku Obosi, Eje Newi with Oku. In celebration alone. We've talked about the reaction to when after Karuanko did what he did against Brazil in Atlanta 96. Oh, that game was played in the night. Go ask God. There was a time when we were in love. See, there was a time when if Super Eagles had a game, if you come outside, that's if you are playing a game, if you come outside, you will not see anybody. Transport self in Mabatown. I know that Tofu Moto Agafe van. No Carodo. Very busy place can never go. From Madonilo. But right now, people don't even know. In fact, yesterday I was in a Mekofo. And I went to see my friend Chris Ekene and Apuya Asala. I'm not in any ball. Now I'm not a bachelor. I was there with him, so he was talking about the Nigerian game. Some people around even know Nigeria had a game yesterday. And it was after fan zone I went to Emeka. So I was in Emeka around 3:30. The game was by 5 p.m. Only one of our friends there, Afiabo Galaxy. I'm sure no matter in Nigeria were mad. That's how bad it is. So when I just want to know what you think. What you think about the Super Eagles? Kefilo. Any group I know here. Favor also I chop. Kemelani, Rwanda, Zimbabwe, Lesotho, Benin Republic. What do you think we need to do to get back to where we used to be in Nigerian football? If you're not interested, let's talk about strikers and ball-playing strikers. Yes. Thank you very much. It's 10 minutes to the top of the hour. Right here on 95.3 FM Radio Sapiencia. Apologies on them when you were Mata. By tomorrow, we'll start manage it up. My mood, if you follow me, bam bam. Please give me a call. Let's talk. If you're watching me live, Biko, go to the comment section, drop a comment there, tell me whatever it is you want to talk about. If you're interested in nonsense in Nigeria and keep Bazwa, that the Super Eagles, please tell me how we got here. How did we get here? What can be done to salvage the situation? Because if you can watch me live, on Facebook. Go to Facebook, search for Huge Man Page. That's HUGE for Huge Man, MAN, Page, PAGE. Please search for the one with 101,000 followers. That's where we are right now. Once you get there, start following the page, please. Scroll down, see the fan zone post. That's the live stream. Right? Go to the comment section. Tell us your name, the football club you're supporting, your location, and talk to us. If you want your voices heard, please call 090-3594-4777. My name is Ifani Orakwe, the hugest man alive. I am the walking, talking soccer statistics. I report for duty since 1 p.m. Mundem Alum and the Super Eagles.
Huge man, now, first of all, since I FM with the guy, my team can Emily, can Ellen Emily, look at nine out of what I'm going to take again. In the bottom of the like I know I used to manage in the bottom that you will have to let you get to my session. I don't know what the general like in the mind of my let me Emily. Which man I can get? How can I get? Which man I can get? How can I get? Panama, which man I can get? Sapiencia Banzona, Olumo, huge man,
All right, the first person here is Victor Nabike James. He said, good afternoon to you, Oga Hughes man. He said, hope you don't chop this afternoon. Oh, yes, sir. He said he's watching live from Iweka Road. He said he's a Man United fan. He said, Oga Hughes, it's obvious that our players are not taking the nation serious. He said, the players are doing well in their respective clubs. But when it comes to our national team, they are not serious. He said, for me, I prefer a ball playing striker. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much. I see Victor. Victor said, Oga Hughes, the problem with Nigeria yesterday is lack of squad. So by the 85th minute, the whole players were tired. When you look at the bench, you won't know who to pick. Said, no real replacement. No real qualified game changer on the bench. He said, Aromego, the Super Eagles and Kik Bazwa. He said, okay, I think you're trying to say that everything bad in the country is also affecting the Super Eagles. He said, he said, even people on fan zone here yesterday, he said he thought of them to be positive. He said they were putting fuel to the fire. Yes, a lot of people predicted that Nigeria will not win. So many people here on fan zone predicted that Nigeria will not win. That's what this guy is saying. He said even here on fan zone, a lot of people were negative yesterday. You know, well, finally, those guys were right. Too bad. Ikenna Maxwell said, my name is Ikenna Maxwell from Enugu. Said it's all over for the Super Eagles. Well, it's still mathematically possible for us to qualify. It's still mathematically possible. If Benin Republic lose their last two games, if Benin will lose their last two games, and then South Africa lose their last two games, and then the 3 points be deducted from South Africa, and then we win against Lesotho. If we win against Lesotho and win against Benin, right? And then Benin Republic, if miraculously they lose against Rwanda, we'll be ahead of Benin. Then South Africa, if they draw against Zimbabwe, and their last game is against Rwanda, maybe draw against Rwanda and have the 3 points deducted, then we may still qualify. It's still mathematically possible. Thank you very much. I see CJ Bob for me. Say good afternoon to you, Oga Hidman. Is as Notonko from Enugu. He said the worst part is that the NFF. He said the NFF is openly criticizing Desas. Wow. Did anybody in the NFF criticize Desas? He said, tell me which football federation will openly single out a player and criticize him. Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. Because Cyril Desas did the NFF. Please, I know you're watching me live. My friend, Magistrate Nnamdi Eke, please. If you have that information, let me know. This guy said the NFF singled out somebody. I really doubt if that is possible. Let us continue very quickly. Chichi Chibuzo said, my name is Chibuzo Kafo from Ezinkwa village, Okozo. Okay, but I'm in Lagos right now. Thank you very much, my dear. Where in Lagos are you watching from? Easy said, Idma, right on, sir. Please tell us where you're watching from. Very important. Paul Nnamdi said, Sahuji. He said, days are gone when our players played with their hearts. He said, a country that can't take responsibility for an injured player. Said Yuji, I once heard from Mikel so he said he was saying about the poor treatment given to them as national team players. Well, Nick Mikel has said a lot on his podcast, including the fact that he actually sponsored the team at some point from his pocket, but let's just look for the way forward. This person is Eze Nkotonko from Enugu. Okay, he's the guy that alleged that the NFF openly criticized Desas. Obo Frank said, I know fit to use my data talk about super egos. He said, in fact, South Africa should have taken all 3 points because Bass's goal was handball. Yes, it was actually handball. He said, ball playing strikers are better for me because they also contribute to the goals and assists. But out and out strikers don't return assist and they don't support the team much to play. Well, that's the truth. That's the truth. Sometimes the assist, too, after all, in the game yesterday, Erling Haaland led 2 assists. But all in all, even Cristiano Ronaldo, from when he was a wing forward, he was basically a Mohamed Salah before he turned 30. He scored no goals after he turned 30. That's when he converted to a real out-and-out strike. Never mind the fact that he was older. So out-and-out strikers and ball-playing strikers, who do you prefer and why? Very, very important. Let's continue very quickly. WJ Space said, good afternoon to you, Mr. Hugh. I'm WJ, watching live from Inland Town, Icha. He said, I'm an Arsenal fan. He said, almost Super Eagles are not serious. He said, I prefer Erling Haaland. Okay, Erling Haaland kind of striker, better than any other goal scorer currently. Well, this guy said he prefers a total out-and-out striker, than ball-playing strikers. All right, let's go to Tamaki Kechukwu. He's an Arsenal fan. He said, good day, Hidman. I'm tired of football. He said, without even training, Nigeria are supposed to beat all the nations in our group. He said, if NFF was a serious footballing body, said the head coach should have been sacked immediately after who even appointed him? Who appointed him? And let me also say this. To all of us who talk down on Jose Pacero, I think it's time for us to apologize. Oh, he's playing negative football. He's playing negative football. We are not entertaining. Blah, blah, blah. But we got us in the finals of the last AFCON. The one we lost to Ivory Coast in the finals. We almost won that AFCON with his negative football. We were not conceding. We were scoring. We are no longer defensive. We are not offensive. We don't have any pattern, no style, nothing. When we are playing, you don't know what to look out for. That you just see a team of people wearing green or white jerseys, depending on the one we're wearing, running around the pitch. No coordinated passing, no getting out of the midfield, nothing. Just let's continue very quickly. Tamaki Kechukwu said, anyways, that's what happens when we give entertainment to politicians. He said people that know little or nothing about sports administration are the people at the helm of our affairs. He said the NFF just the users, they catch crews. Said, in a working football system, we have nothing to do with calculations before we qualify. He said, those people changed coach like class rep. Because 3 coaches. Oh, can we all clap for the Nigeria? 3 coaches, Kaijigo. Now these qualifiers were 11 points out of 8 games. That is out of a possible 24 points. We could only get 11. We are 3 points behind Benin, who are on 14. We are 6 points behind South Africa, who are on 17. We are at par. And Rwanda no at par. And Adokelo Tashoda. Common ordinary simple Rwanda Hanoko 11. Lesotho. Not just be Nobulai. Lesotho. Let's continue. We must continue. Sonia Comfort said, good afternoon to you, Hitman. I'm Sonia watching live from Enugu. Said, these guys are not ready to play for Nigeria. Look at Ola Aina injury, how he left the pitch. just small knock. But Mokona of South Africa, number 4, had serious injury. He was on the stretcher. After medication, he returned back. Of course, he said, and he played full time. What a sacrifice for his country. Other Samoa Joe say, I'm not me that Victor Osimhen faked the injury. No case here. After next week is Champions League. After this weekend, and next week Champions League. So Agwagi and Wakem Ilueba mana Ulundaba. Ilu fake injury in the Rwanda game. Potana Taba Toki Wafa Kibia for medical attention. Abwana South Africa. Ade Mama. All I 5 minutes into the game. We have changed manager. Nuno Espirito Santo is no longer the manager. Is now Ange Postecoglou. Dakwa na field fake any melwaru kebunatai. Nongwe kulu ndaba. Walo Nigerians negwu. Omadele these people at all. Collins said, good day, Hitman. I'm calling in Asaba. Please, Nigeria should stop playing football. They are not sick. But our ladies are doing well. They won the WAFCON. And for $100,000. Our ladies are doing well. Super Falcons. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, let me shock you. If we had brought Falcons to play these qualifiers, they may not qualify, but they will not be on 11 points after 8 games. The Falcons. Lesotho Amaba 1-1. Lesotho. Let's continue very quickly. Lucas Beraldo said, good afternoon to you, sir. He said the problem with Nigeria is not the players, because they are professionals playing competitive football in Europe. The problem is the amateur coaches Nigeria have hired over the years. He said that they always bring Imamado in the recruitment of coaching, of the coaching department. He said players are joking with the ball because they know that the coach they are playing for is an amateur. That's what I'm saying. Oga, let me go by this your comment, sir. The coach is from where? Ivory Coast. What does he have to lose? Nothing. He signed the contract. If you sack him, you pay him a severance package. Another Ivory Coast. The onus lies on the players to fly our flag so high in the 2026 World Cup. Is it not their own benefit? To their own benefit, the players. What does the coach have to benefit? Nothing. It's from Ivory Coast. What's the worst that will happen? You go back to his country. Nigeria or Basalia. That's why I said the players were supposed to play this game with passion. Well, let me take the first call this afternoon. Hello.
Hello.
You're welcome, sir. Name and location.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm Godwin calling from Umbuka, Bosi.
Oh, Godwin from Umbuka. Remember the football club you're supporting?
United.
Oh, the Man United fan. All right, Godwin, very quickly, just go ahead. Go ahead.
Sir, which man?
Yes, sir.
Ike Gronki was Alamekwa.
No.
Which man? No, I don't understand Spaghetti again. If they want to play for Nigeria again, they should go resign now. They should quit now. Playing for your country is not by force.
At all.
Understand? It's by choice. If you make the choice, if you want to play for your country.
It's a privilege. It's not by choice. It's a privilege.
Yes, it's a privilege.
Exactly.
Understand? To represent your country is not an easy thing to represent your country.
Yes, sir.
Understand? Even all those white people, most of them. You can imagine that John Stone freaking Jew for play for England. A Cali injury goes to play for England, and now coach discover said that they get injured and not sending back to England.
Exactly.
Can you see the love of the playing for your country?
Exactly.
Understand? But here they're playing that as if they're having issue with the people, having issue blaming coaches. Why you are the problem of the problem? It's not coaches. The player is the problem. Understand? Okay, you know that this match is do or die. Look at what they're doing, scoring on goal in that kind of match like that. Man, it has been a long time that I watched Spygo. I started to go and watch yesterday. After that first half, I just go out. It's been a long time. After that last time we beat Nigeria in maybe in what Nation Cup, I've been waiting. That last time we beat Nigeria. And that time I stopped watching Spygo. Understand? Imagine yesterday playing rubbish. Understand? Making your people to look at. Okay, now the club now is not telling you what to do for your club.
But my pain is, let's forget about these guys that we are always inviting from all over the world. Let me ask you, do you want to tell me that if you go to your village, we cannot get at least one player that can play midfield very well in your entire village?
Which man I cannot lie for you for my village for all this December league with the winner. Even if you come just all this league now during December time.
Yes.
If they village one by one, you go see that talented is written in Nigeria.
I know.
Nigeria got talent. If you come to streets there, you will see skills. Understand? Don't be like if you gather like 11 people now, give each person 1 million naira, they will bring us Africa.
1 million naira, deserve 1 million.
Understand? They beat them. They will never score self. Understand?
Thank you very much, my brother. And it's the truth. It's the truth. I was talking about investing in training, blah, blah, blah. See, go to the village, get guys, talented footballers, train them. Tell them that this South Africa game, if you win it, 2 million naira per person. Oh, South Africa trap ball for 90 minutes. And this is not a joke, I'm telling you the truth. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon to you. Name and location, sir.
Good afternoon, Ujma.
Thank you very much. What's your name, sir?
Yeah, Amanda Neze, Oyananka.
As you I celebrate you. Kabani Iruna Alumela yesterday.
Alumela and cake bars of Bank Pam Ujma. Amazing Mebido, of which the Nank on a Monday.
Yes.
Now, wagging a man will Namazim and
yes, I remember.
You remember, I get Chavasias and Amunika. Now, you in coaching. Come flash out back. Those days, during West South days.
Yes.
I were committed players.
Very
and
committed.
I were coaching with a character.
Sure.
Coaching what is African football and what is Nigerian football. I were traditional pattern Nigerian number.
Yes.
Ona Brazil is when their own pattern.
Exactly.
Because we are Mako Tatawian Nako.
No,
their own pattern
sure.
of football. Nigeria were their own traditional pattern and that's win everybody.
Exactly.
From the days of Christian Chukwuchama, we won the African Cup of Nations 1980.
Yes.
We won it again in 94 with Western House.
Yes.
I'm a traditional 4-4-2 pattern. I know Banabo. We have forgotten about all this. I lost interest after Western House left. Then Coach Stephen Kechi took over 2013. He brought my interest back to Super Eagles again.
Sandemba.
Which the home-based Nation Cup.
Yes, now.
Even the man in your last school now won a Nation Cup was Sandemba from Rangers. When I was up with just 90, he made Obia with full home-based players by second.
Yes, sir.
All these things, we remembered it. And now, I'm a player who committed. Nigerian players, they see green and white. Babo, 90 minutes, they got half dust now.
They see a Kadika, Kokita Castle.
They see a Kadiki Castle and Rakina, Bubutawan. Or they are now before. Oh, man, and body donor. At all. So, near the Kuna, Mana Kadagu, Mana. Most of them may be go all their lives. Mananda will ever General Chance Tournament, Sudan, Buffer 4-0. Or maybe I am as a Bobo Cogan. ndị agha jere chan tournament
Yes, sir.
all for local boys, all for
Exactly.
ndị na-agba na local league.
Oh, no one.
But ọ bụrụ na ị weta ndị na-agba na local league mix ya with professionals, a ga-enwe serious competition.
Exactly.
Mgbe West Ham nọ in charge, ichekie na each wing ga-enwe more than 4 players n'azụ ya.
Exactly.
And West Ham na-agba ọnata ime training for any competition. Ọ na-eme competition home base and
On the throw camp open, yes.
yes, a na-agba competition home base sometimes na-emeri Super Eagles nwa natara anata na ha gba match.
Yes.
You understand? So we have to go back to drawing board. I need ịkpọrọ ndị ma what is football tinye na NFF.
Simple.
So we have to start afresh. I got all these former Super Eagles players. Yeah, Super Eagles, let them start afresh and build it. Put that spirit of Nigeria, that pattern of Nigerian football into these boys. Hey, man, I was talking to German who put bridge you do not with the players. Hey, man, on Nigeria, Jibo, under bridge. I know him. Under bridge, Jibo, Yaba. On Nigeria, pick players. On the Nigerian League clubs, Nigeria matches every week.
Very well.
He mixed them up and we serious competition. I want our traditional pattern. We'll have to start afresh. We are going nowhere. This is giant of Africa. What are we doing? These people, they are disappointing us. If put us some home-based player now, promise them 5 million. Who are the Lesotho?
No, can do
Player country I 11. I had the professionals Abanda.
At all.
Yes, those days, if you could remember. So I'm not on what to say. I don't know what to do.
Well, the truth is now, Imana when the GR Moamo, Haotaro. Well, the next World Cup I know Legela Naketabu 2030. That's a long time from now.
And then when are we going to? Now, we need coach.
Mana nwoke na nka iwepugodu coach ịmara onwe mgbe ya bụ elue men nọ na field maybe no ka men iwepugodu coach guys will take the bull by the horn no ball no.
Somebody will be in secondary school gba visa jebe obodo oyibo ịgba bọọlụ ọgba ọjọọ dị Kaduna ọgba dị bọọlụ na pitch Kaduna nke o ji agba na nke Enugu.
Oh, for what kind of person kita? No, how kind of one of Super Eagles kita? Oh, for what game on you have the problem. Some of them say for more than in Nigeria. Many of them have the 10 years. So when the armor.
Yes. How can you tell me that somebody about Nigeria League, ball on a field and one of glass? That's how we are.
I want to do that.
I lost the spirit of Nigerian football. We lost everything.
I don't want them. I celebrate you. 17 minutes gone past 2 p.m. 95.3 FM radio. Sapiencia. Keep your comments coming. Sapiencia fan zone. All right, I see Onyeka Aloysius Josiah. He said, I'm safety watching from Opoko. Nigeria have never used one coach to qualify. They normally use 3 coaches. That's what I'm saying. No problem. No problem. But we have used 3 coaches and we cannot beat Lesotho and Zimbabwe. Henry Lugard said, good afternoon to you, Sir Hughie. I'm Henry Lugard, watching live from Anambra. I'm a Real Madrid fan. He said, Nigerian players are not putting in effort at all. He said, consider the Nigerian team. Okay. He said, imagine Osimhen had a small injury and ran back to Turkey. So, okay. Instead of staying with the players to ginger his teammates. Oh, that's another point. Some people will stay back and contribute whichever way they can. If not, at least boost their morale. He said he left back to Turkey immediately. He said, Okay, said the fans are even more committed than the players. And finally said he prefers ball playing strikers to out and out strikers. The next person here is that St. Rollins? Is that Nigeria okay? So Nigeria used 3 different coaches to get 11 points in 8 games. Said my beloved Nigeria is now Manchester United. Alone completely. Well, if you're a Man United fan and you're also a Nigerian, we must be remembering you in our prayers because you're finished completely. Ebere Messi said she's watching live from Nsugbe. Ebere, I celebrate you. Thank you. Man to Man said good afternoon to you, sir. He said I'm Man to Man watching live from Mandela's Lagos. Said he's a Chelsea fan. He said Nigerian players are not okay. I've taken yours before. Sorry, Man to Man. Karim Monsuru said good afternoon to you, sir. And Mr. Karim Monsuru from Francis Street, Onitsha, said, talking about Asamoah Gyan's talk, said, I'm still waiting for next week Champions League to see Victor Osimhen to know if it is true or false. If he plays for Galatasaray, he will tell you he recovered immediately he left Nigeria. That's what he will tell you. I am MK, said, Good day, Hughie. I'm watching live from Manchester, United Kingdom. He said, lately, if you go like 10 years back, Super Eagles qualifications in tournaments like this have been on probabilities and calculations. I mean, why can't they qualify normally like others do? If you ask me, I think these players are not united. The coaching staff inclusive. He said the love is not there. So the players are big already because of their importance and pay slips in their various clubs. Said so huge. The problem is deep and can't be salvaged anytime soon. Chisamu just said good afternoon to you, Hidman. I'm Chisum from Asaba. Said Hidman, the truth is that he said, why would the players play with their heart when the country is so bad? He said, what is happening in the country is also affecting our football. That's what Uju is saying. And I appreciate that, Omar. Thank you very much. Eke Donas in Madweke said, good afternoon to you. Sahuji, I'm watching live from Onitsha. Said he would prefer ball playing strikers any day to a 0.9. Said he doesn't like talking about Nigerian football. My brother, of course, you're an Arsenal fan. Did you watch Thierry Henry? Very important. That kind of a striker. Awesome footballer. Wow. The Enzo said, Hidman Gabanero, good afternoon to you. The Enzo, please tell us where you're watching from. Jeffrey Cyprian said, good afternoon to you. Okay, he said he's a Man City fan watching live from Abuja. Said, okay, Hughie, honestly, the corruption in the country has crept into our football at all levels. Said players are no longer passionate to represent the country. He said they are focused on club football where they earn euros and pounds. Said most times they play as if they planned this whole thing before arriving in Nigeria. As for your question on out-and-out striker and ball playing strikers, I'll go for out-and-out striker any day. Hello.
Hello, Big Fuji. I greet you.
I greet you, sir. Name and location.
Yeah, this is Arutu from Opanam.
Hey, Arutu. Good to have you. Let's talk football. Go ahead.
Uthman, I beg. We are blaming the players, the coach. Everybody is blaming them.
Yes.
Osimhen gets injury. Many people are complaining.
Yes.
Are you going to be the one to treat Osimhen? We're supposed to know that our country, NFF, mostly NFF,
yes,
they are not trying anything concerning the Super Eagles players. I don't know if you understand where I'm coming from.
No, I know there's corruption everywhere, but the players should consider the fans. They should consider the fans. Or they rooted the fans. They should consider the fans. That's what I'm saying.
Yes. All they rooted the fans. I am not against it. But let us take it from the other side.
Okay.
Assuming Osimhen have injury now, for instance, Osimhen is not a club. He only played for national team. On the process, he now have injury. Will NFF take care of him?
No, he will be forgotten. Simple.
Okay. Do you know how many players?
Peter Rufai bled for this country and was neglected even in death. Stephen Okechukwu Keshi bled for this country and was neglected even in death. We know these things.
That is my point. We should not blame the players. To me, we should not blame the players. We should blame the NFF. Okay, that one aside. Another one now that I want to bring on is concerning the players in terms of the players that will be playing for Super Eagles.
Yes.
Do you know that they do it under, I don't know, slot or under chance? This is my cousin. You must play him. They will not allow the coach to do his job.
Yes, that's another thing. That's another thing. Quota.
They should allow the coach to do his job. Let him go and select the players that he wants. Let him go into all this local, our local league, Nigeria Professional Premier League,
yes,
and pick the players that he wants to use so that he will get what he wants. But nothing like that. They will be ordering him that you must play this one. It's my cousin, it's my brother, it's my niece, it's my this. How do you expect the country to move forward? How do you expect the football?
So what do we do? What do we do now? Because it's looking as if we're not going for next season.
Remember, the fans should understand that is the problem, and this thing, it's just like we need to start something like protest against it, so that they should allow any coach that comes to coach our national team,
yes,
to do their job.
Simple.
It's not about fans. I don't even care if fans are angry or not.
Yes.
What is bothering me now is this thing that I complained. If we can tackle it, if we really say, okay, open eyes and I like the our football team, I love Super Eagles as a fans. We fans need to do it. We need to protest about all this nonsense that is happening. I protest about it so that this thing will stop. You will see that Super Eagles will start doing well. That is my own idea.
Thank you very much.
Letting Osimhen get knock, he can't go back to that one, no mean anything. Now you want 3 times? You want 3 times?
All right, thank you very much. I appreciate it. The truth is, this guy has a point. He said, if we talk from here till tomorrow, there will be no change. If you want change, demand for it. If you make noise from here till tomorrow. If you want change, demand for change. And how can you demand for change? When the fans come together, carry placards, go to that glass house and tell them, you must step up or get out. You cannot continue to punish 250 million Nigerians every year. You must step up or step out. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a short break right now. When we return, we'll wrap up the show. I celebrate all of you for listening and also for watching. The phone lines are still buzzing. Hang in there. We'll be right back. Don't touch your dial.
We the best.